Hey guys, welcome back to my channel, or welcome if you are new here. Today I'm going to be sharing my top 10 barrier creams because as much as I want to pretend it's not, winter is officially coming. Barrier repair is a super trendy skincare term right now, and because of that, there are so many options to sift through in this product category. Like, we have more barrier repair products than ever. So I thought that it would be helpful if I pulled together a video showing 10 different options that all have different textures and ingredients and are at different price points so that you can find one that's going to be the best fit for you. So let's jump into it. Let's start off with one that has been a favorite of mine for years now, the COSRX Advanced Snail 92 All-in-One Cream. The main highlight of this product is the inclusion of 92% snail secretion filtrate. That is a reparative ingredient with so many benefits for the skin barrier. It's anti-inflammatory, it heals wounds. So that is really the main selling point of this one, and none of these other products have snail mucin in them. But on top of that, it also has betaine, Olivem 1000, arginine, hyaluronic acid, allantoin, panthenol, and adenosine. So a lot of ingredients to help to hydrate and calm on top of that snail mucin. So this really is an incredible product, but it's definitely the lightest weight option in this video. I was actually going back and forth on whether or not I should even include it in this because I wouldn't really consider this to be a cream, even though it's called one. I would say it's more comparable to a gel lotion or a serum. Super lightweight and not very occlusive, so I always do wear another moisturizer on top of this because it's just not enough by itself for me to keep my skin feeling moisturized all day long. But when I wear it in that way, it's amazing. The reparative benefits are great. The glow that I get with this is insane. So I wear this both day and night. It's one of those products that I think you can easily add to your routine as like an additional healing hydration layer, but not necessarily by itself for deep moisture, if that makes sense. I'm sure that makes sense. I don't think that was very confusing. I don't know why I always say that. Next up is the Eucerin Advanced Repair Lotion for very dry skin. The third ingredient on the back of this label is urea, which is a natural moisturizing factor that improves skin barrier function. And I was doing some reading on that ingredient and saw that in higher amounts, it's actually really effective in helping to treat severe dryness associated with certain skin conditions. So that is really why this product is a standout. But on top of that, it also has a lot of other nice ingredients like sodium lactate, shea butter, sodium PCA, ceramides, amino acids, sucrose, glycogen, and lactic acid. They do actually have a sunburn alert on this saying that this product contains an alpha hydroxy acid, which would be the lactic acid, and that can increase your skin sensitivity to the sun. But if there was a lot of lactic acid in this, it would be listed as an active ingredient. So my guess is that there's not actually enough to exfoliate the skin and they're just putting that on there to be extra cautious, but lactic acid is a really nice hydrator. I'm actually obsessed with this little gradient that Eucerin has on the front of their product. So it says light to rich in terms of the product texture, and then they put a little water droplet in between so that you can figure out how lightweight or how thick the product is. I love that. So this falls right in the middle. It is something that I would consider to be a true lotion and not a cream, but it is a nice moisturizing lotion at that. It's not like a super lightweight gel. It's a perfect in-between, which is exactly how they describe it. It's really, really nice. Next is another Eucerin moisturizer. This is the Skin Calming Itch Soothing Cream for dry, itchy skin. So compared to the last Eucerin lotion and a lot of the other products in this video, this one definitely doesn't have the same kind of extensive list of ingredient highlights, if you will, but it does have one ingredient that none of these other products have that is really, really helpful for barrier damage, and that ingredient is colloidal oatmeal. Colloidal oatmeal is a skin protectant that decreases inflammation and helps to calm and soothe the skin. So if you have really inflamed, aggravated, itchy skin, maybe a skin condition like eczema, then colloidal oatmeal can be really, really helpful in giving you some much needed relief from that itch and irritation. And this one, for whatever reason, is described in the same way as the lotion, where they have the water droplet in the middle, right between light and rich, but this one is definitely quite a bit richer than the lotion. I would consider this to be a true cream versus a lotion. And while it's not like super thick and heavy, I do feel like it's a little bit, there's just a little bit more of like a slip to it that doesn't dry down as nicely as some of these other options. I mean, again, it's not like greasy and dripping off your face, but just in comparison to some of the others, which is why I actually personally prefer to use something like this as a spot treatment versus an all-over moisturizer. So I will go ahead and apply a different moisturizer first, maybe a different barrier cream, and then just apply this on any areas that are looking really flaky and inflamed and are feeling itchy. Because for me personally, if I use a product that doesn't agree with my skin, I rarely get barrier damage up on my forehead. It might look red, but like the lasting damage always happens around my mouth. So that is where I would apply a cream like this, and it's really helpful for that purpose. If you're into Asian skincare, then this will be an option for you. It is the Etude House Soon Young 2x Barrier Intensive Cream. The main star of this show in the barrier repair department is madecassoside, which is an ingredient that's a component of Centella asiatica. It promotes wound healing, it soothes the skin, it decreases inflammation, so that is a really nice ingredient here. It also has sunflower seed oil, shea butter, panthenol, and green tea extract. This one is a little bit of a thicker cream, but it still is not super heavy or super balmy. You'll see as we move on in this video, there are options that are true balms or ointments, and this is definitely not like that. It's just a nice moisturizing cream that feels very conditioning on the skin. It's really soft, gives the skin a beautiful glow, so it is a really nice one. Again, if you're somebody that loves Asian skincare or just any skincare at all, but I know not everyone wants to have to order online, so that's again why I wanted to include some options here. If you'd rather pick up from the drugstore, you've got those options, you get it. Next up is the Bliss Mighty Biome Pre- and Postbiotic Barrier Aid. So as the title suggests, this contains pre- and postbiotics, which is why this one is really, really nice for the skin barrier. On top of that, oh my gosh, the ingredients list here, you guys, are you ready? Squalane, panthenol, vitamin E, ceramides, rice bran extract, shea butter, soybean oil, zinc PCA, lactic acid, and allantoin. Don't sleep on Bliss, you guys. They have some really incredible products. And this one is kind of similar to what I was saying about the Soon Young Barrier Intensive Cream, in that it is more of a thick cream, but still is not super heavy. It doesn't feel greasy. It's really, really nice and soft. It's one that I do enjoy applying. The only slight beef that I have with this product is the packaging. It's one of those that, I mean, you can see what the packaging is. It can just get a little bit messy, so make sure that when you're using it, you're only like squeezing out the tiniest bit. Otherwise, if you squeeze too much product, it'll just like keep flowing and get messy and be wasteful. However, in saying that, there is an added benefit to this packaging, and that is that it's recyclable. So if you're okay with it being a little bit messier, but you would like to do something to help out the environment a little bit with your skincare purchase, and then obviously help out your skin because of all of the amazing ingredients and the nice texture, then Bliss will be the one for you. Next up is, of course, the La Roche-Posay Cicaplast Balm B5 Soothing Therapeutic Multi-Purpose Cream. So this is a product that I have been talking about on my channel for a while, and I know that so many people know about it at this point because it's gone totally viral on TikTok. So this is not necessarily new news, but at the same time, I couldn't not include it in a video on my favorite barrier repair creams because it's amazing. So this contains La Roche-Posay's Soothing Antioxidant Thermal Spring Water, as well as 1% dimethicone, which is a skin protectant, shea butter, panthenol, zinc gluconate, copper gluconate, and madecassoside. This has been reformulated to also include probiotics, which is amazing, but at the time of me filming this video, that new version is not available for purchase in the US yet. I don't know exactly when it will be. I'm sure it'll be like the day before I upload this video, knowing my luck, but at the time of me filming this is still the OG version. The texture of this product is a little bit difficult to describe. I feel like it's almost half cream, half balm, because while it's definitely not ointmenty, it's also, I don't know, like there's something balmy about this cream. And I've said this several times before, but I personally feel like this one almost feels a little bit pasty as you're initially rubbing it into the skin, but it actually fully absorbs, and once it does, it feels so, so lightweight. So it's not like some of these other creams that kind of, you know, leave your skin feeling like it has moisturizer on it, which is why I think that it's a really awesome option for the daytime. You can wear this obviously at night as well, but especially during the day, I love that this fully dries down so you don't have to worry about your face face looking really greasy while you're getting the benefit of that. I was gonna say bond repair. This is not a hair video. Barrier repair. Okay. Oh my gosh. I just kicked my tripod across the room, so I had to reposition my camera. If we're in a different position, that's why. I also really love layering with this product, kind of like I was saying with the Eucerin Skin Calming Itch Cream, but in the opposite direction. So I like to apply a layer of this first if I have barrier damage, which I actually did earlier this week. So I was wearing this a lot as like a first layer, and then I will kind of like slug that in, lock in the moisture with a thicker product on top if I'm not going to be out in public. If I am, then I'll just do something lightweight like this. But if I'm working in my apartment at night, I really love doing that. I feel like it helps to speed up the barrier repair process even more quickly. Okay, now we are ready for the balms. First up is the Etude Jung 5 Panthenocide Cica Balm. So this is like in the same family of products as this cream, but this one is a balm and this one is a cream. So this also contains madecassoside along with panthenol, squalane, lecithin, glucose, and green tea extract. This feels amazing. I am obsessed with the texture of it. It is still a lighter weight balm. It's not very thick, but it feels so soft, so velvety on the skin. It just has that slip and glide that you just can't get with a lotion or a cream. And I love that this gives my skin just like a healthy glow without it looking greasy like the Cerave Healing Ointment. Plus, it does dry down a lot better than this one as well. So if you wanted to try slugging, but you don't like how heavy this is, then something like this is great because you get that similar like slightly ointmenty feel, but it's definitely a lot lighter weight. So really, really nice one, either by itself or for layering purposes, however you'd like to use it. Next, we have the Cetaphil Cracked Skin Repair Balm, which is the most comparable to the product that we just talked about. So if you like the idea of something like this, but you want to be able to just pick it up at the drugstore, Cetaphil will be for you. This one contains 1% dimethicone, shea oil, glycerin, and beta-glucan. So compared to the Jung Cica Balm, I would say that the Cetaphil Balm does feel a little bit thicker and more occlusive, but is still something that I can wear during the day because I actually think that it dries down even more naturally than this Jung option. I still think it gives me a little bit of a glow, but it's pretty natural. So if you want something like this to kind of slug during the day, sometimes I'll wear this around my eyes, then I think that it's really great for that because you're not going to be drawing attention to those areas that you are trying to heal. So this isn't something that I apply all over my face. I just use this to spot treat like the Eucerin Itch Cream, but again, like the Jung option, you could apply this all over to slug if you wanted a lighter weight option than Cerave. Second to last, we have the Roche Posay Lipikar Balm Intense Repair Moisturizing Cream. This contains La Roche-Posay's thermal spring water, shea butter, dimethicone, niacinamide, ceramide NP, mannose, and a postbiotic ferment. And this one is thick, like thick. It does feel intensely moisturizing, and it's not like that same kind of slightly pasty feel that the Cicaplast Balm initially has. However, this one does not dry down in the way that this does. It's one that stays feeling kind of thick and creamy on the skin. So for that reason, I don't like to wear this during the day, but if I'm in need of some intense healing at night, then this is really helpful. If you are not into this kind of texture, but those ingredients sound nice and you want a lighter weight option, you're in luck because they actually do have a lotion version of this. So I will list this below as well. But this really is amazing. It's also something that you could definitely use on the body. I mean, you can use a lot of these products on the body, but I mean, when you have something like this compared to something like this, yeah, you're gonna reach for this for your body and not a little tiny bottle. So great for either the body or the face, deeply moisturizing, thick. And of course, I can't talk about barrier repair creams without wrapping up the video with the Cerave Healing Ointment. I struggle with products like this because I have talked about this so many times. I've read through this ingredients list so many times. So I'm like, can I just like show it to you guys and put it down? And like I could for so many of you, but I know that there's always going to be new people watching my videos who haven't heard me talk about it. So I'm like, I think for just the sake of completion, I have to do a little bit of the spiel every time. So I'll try to keep it quick. This contains 46.5% petrolatum, dimethicone, ceramides, cholesterol, hyaluronic acid, and panthenol. And this truly is the king or queen, we're gonna call her a queen. When it comes to using a product to lock in moisture and promote faster healing, there is truly nothing better that I have ever used than this product right here. No matter what, if I have barrier damage, I am always applying a layer of this on top of whatever I have underneath it during the day if I'm not going to be out in public, and always at night. Like, no matter what, I cannot live without this product in those situations because it just makes the healing go so much more quickly. Did I already tell you guys that I had barrier damage this week? I did, because I was talking about how I used this. So at night, I was using this as my duo every single night, a layer of this on top, and oh my gosh, it just makes it, again, so much faster. The flakes go away more quickly. It doesn't look red and scaly for as long. So, I mean, you definitely can get by just using these other products, but like, if you could just speed that up, double time it, why would you not? You know, get your skin back to normal. You will with this. All right, you guys, those are all of the barrier creams that I wanted to share for today's video. I really hope that you enjoyed it and found it helpful. As always, everything is going to be listed and linked in my description box in order of mention. So if you want to pick anything up, that is available to you, and you'll have to let me know in the comments below which products sound like the right fit for you. If you did enjoy the video, you know the drill. Please don't forget to give it a thumbs up, subscribe to my channel if you haven't already, click on that notification bell, and send my channel to a friend. Thank you so much for doing those things. Your support means the world. Thank you for watching my videos. I love the freaking heck out of you guys. Make sure to stay tuned for my next one because that will be up in a few days. But until then, I hope you have a great few days.